Many people can tell you various accounts of crazy women they've encountered, whether it be an ex-girlfriend with spying capabilities similar to that of an FBI agent or a serial killer. Frankly, we've all come across our own crazy set of women, but none are crazier than the story I'm about to share with you about Brenda. Brenda had a boyfriend who, for legal reasons, we're going to call Tim. Tim had a terrible habit of letting his eyes stray whenever a woman walked by or was around, and this angered Brenda quite a bit, actually. So she came up with an ingenious solution, conditioning him to not look at other women. The unconditioned stimulus, a reflex in this situation, was an attractive woman walking past. The unconditioned response was Tim checking out said women. In order to prevent this response, Brenda figured she would immediately stop any physical contact such as hand-holding and would shift her body the opposite way from Tim in order to create a sense of isolation whenever she caught him looking at another woman. The first time Brenda did it, Tim didn't even seem to realize. By the third time she did it, Tim had asked her what was wrong. By the fifth time, he had stopped looking as he knew that she would stop contact if he did. This means the acquisition had been made. That is when an unconditioned stimulus and a neutral stimulus combine to make a conditioned stimulus and conditioned response. Though Brenda quickly noticed Tim had failed to use discrimination to limit his conditioned response to only other attractive women. She came to this conclusion when she had her mother come visit them for dinner and Tim seemed to be struggling to make eye contact with her mother. It seemed he had made a generalization to his behavior and felt uncomfortable looking at any woman, no matter who they were. After a very awkward dinner, Brenda decided maybe it was best they broke up. A few weeks later, Brenda bumped into him again and realized his wondering eyes had returned. The response she had created had suffered an extinction, though she wanted to test out if her work had left any residue in Tim's subconsciousness. She sat with him to catch up and repeated the action of shifting away from him when he looks at other women and noted he stopped checking out women at the coffee shop after the second time she did it. His conditioned response had made a spontaneous recovery, though they had not seen each other in weeks. Brenda didn't bother to stick around much though. Now that she had discovered how well conditioning works, she was on to better things. She was going to use her newfound skill to build the perfect man.
¿Me puedes empezar a ver? Entonces sí, sí, sí.